For recreation and trail amenities, Coppell really does have it all.
Coppell is the best place to live in the Metroplex.
With its location in the DFW Metroplex, Coppell is ideal for business.
Coppell has such a rich history, but our future is even brighter.
Hello, my name is Karen Hunt, and I'm the mayor of the city of Coppell. I've been a citizen for over 22 years. I'm very proud of our city, our culture, and I'm very excited about our future. As we start looking back at 2019, there was a lot of great things that happened. We finalized some of the initiatives from 2030 plan, and we started implementing the citizens' vision for 2040. So as I said, 2019 was a very busy year, and we have a lot to show you. What better way than to show you by air? Won't it be fun? Come along. But as you can see from the air, Coppell's growth is now filled to capacity within our city limits. There are very few vacant parcels available. To ensure the future of our city, the citizens and the council believe that we need to continually maintain and improve our infrastructure. Look, there's the Freeport construction project. Here's Ken Collins to update us on all of our major construction projects.
Thank you, Mayor. You're right. We have made a lot of progress on Freeport Parkway over the past year. The main thing is we've got folks driving on new pavement in the northbound direction, and we're working hard on the southbound direction. We've got the first half of the bridge built, and we're working on the second half, and we'll have the new trail on the east side of the road as well. Moving over here to Parkway Boulevard, again, we've made a lot of good progress. The new eastbound lanes are open to traffic, and we're working hard on the westbound lanes. As you know, we're working on a side path for pedestrians and bicycles, and a lot of the landscaping that's going to go in. We expect that to wrap up this spring, so we're really excited about the progress and what we have left to do there. Jumping over to Airline, we've finished design, and as soon as Freeport is finished, we're going to start reconstructing Airline. And that's really just to replace all the paving. We're going to narrow it up a bit so that we can create some sidewalks where they don't exist today along Airline. And then the next phase is once Airline's finished, we're going to start work to reconstruct Beltline. So you can see we've worked really hard and made a lot of good progress in 2019. We'll continue to do that in 2020 and the years beyond. Back to you, Mayor.
Here we are above the renovated Southwestern Water Tower. And when it comes to water, we've been very busy in 2019 upgrading and maintaining our water infrastructure.
Thank you, Mayor. As you're flying over the water tower that we recently rehabbed behind me, there are other improvements that we are making to our water and wastewater system throughout the city. As the city has been aging over the last 30 to 40 plus years, we're looking at doing some improvements throughout the city to maintain and extend the life of our water and wastewater system for the next 30 to 40 to 50 years plus. Some of the biggest things we're doing is we're replacing our Sandy Lake lift station that provides wastewater capacity throughout the entire city. We also put together an asset management plan to maintain the life of our water and sewer and storm drain. So we're working on condition assessment so that we can improve that life for years to come. One of the biggest things we recently did was replace our water meters. And to tell you more about that, we'll pass it on to Kim.
We've replaced over 13,400 water meters in the city. Not only did we replace all of our water meters, but this project also brought new technology. It provides the customers with a customer portal that allows them to get to know their H2O. It also provides technology to staff so that they can provide proactive rather than reactive customer service. For example, they run a leak report that allows them to contact customers who have potential leaks. Therefore, customers find out that they have a leak sooner rather than at the end of the month when they get their bill.
Now here we are over Andy Brown East. It's quiet now, but our parks are usually packed with activity all year long.
That's right. In 2019, we welcomed nearly 50,000 guests to our special events in the parks. Right here in this park, we held Extravaganza, which had record-breaking attendance of almost 10,000 people, as well as our music and movies in the park, Celebrate Coppell, and Kaleidoscope. And our events are great because they give residents a chance to just get outside and connect with family and friends through fun activities. We were also really excited to be recognized in 2019 as a National Recreation and Park Association Gold Medal finalist for Excellence in Park and Recreation. What this really means is it just shows that all the great partnerships that we have in the community, the collaborations that we're able to be a part of, and how they really contribute to our success. So that recognition was a great recognition for our staff, but also a recognition of the entire community and just the work that we're able to do together. Only 16 park and recreation agencies in the nation were recognized as finalists, and only 4 in our class size, so it was a huge honor to be recognized. This fall, as a part of Fall Frolic, we also opened our Nature Explorer Playground at the Biodiversity Education Center. We're really excited about that because it just gives kids and families a great opportunity to engage with the outdoors. There are stations that feature art, music, balance, crawling, and digging, and it's accessible for kids of all ages and abilities. So it just gives them a great new way to experience the Biodiversity Center and nature before getting out on the trails. This past September, Wagon Wheel Tennis Center was proud to host the International Texas Open Pickleball Tournament. The tournament had players from 47 different states across the country, as well as 5 different countries represented. We had players as young as 7 years old, recreational players, all the way up to top 10 elite men and women players throughout the world that were playing alongside each other. We welcomed over 300 spectators and players each day of the tournament. And it was just a great opportunity to really let our community experience pickleball, what it is, get them excited about playing. Wagon Wheel Tennis Center features 4 dedicated pickleball courts outdoors, as well as our Senior and Community Center and the Core Recreation Center that have indoor courts. So it was a good opportunity for the community to get to experience pickleball and see how much fun it can be. We have had a great 2019, not only with our special events, but just with activities going on all across the department, and we're really looking forward to 2020 and all that it holds.
We're now just off Beltline and Mockingbird. Below us is the recently completed expansion of Campion Trails. Here's John Elias to update us with all the great outdoor trails here in Coppell.
Thank you, Mayor. We are out here on site on the Campion Trail. I'm actually standing at the City of Irving, City of Coppell border. This is where the Campion Trail is extended into Coppell. This is a very exciting project for the City of Coppell. Not only does it add 2.2 miles to our trail system, but it also gives our community the opportunity to ride the Campion Trail, which is an additional 19 miles that basically takes you from Coppell all the way through Las Colinas and almost to Grand Prairie. We are in the process right now of installing bike lanes on Moore Road, River Chase Drive, and Fairway. This is a much anticipated project. It gives us connection to the south side of Coppell. Eventually, when the Cotton Belt Trail is completed, the bike lanes will tie directly into those as well as to the Campion Trail. And one final project I would like to update the community on. This project is the MacArthur Boulevard Trail project. This is a much anticipated project for the east side of Coppell. What we will be doing is removing the existing sidewalk and going back in with an 8-foot wide sidewalk that can be used for bicycles and pedestrians. The project will start at DeForest Lane on the north side of Coppell and will go all the way to River Chase Drive. This project is currently out to bid. We anticipate installing it late summer of 2020. We currently have 14.5 miles of trail in our City of Coppell hike and bike trail system. We have projects coming on in 2020 that will increase that total. All of this is for the Coppell community to be able to get outdoors and enjoy our trail system.
Now this one's exciting. We broke ground last year on our new art center, and just look at it today. In just a few short months, our community will have a modern home for the arts. Here is Alex Hargis to tell us more.
Thank you, Mayor. That's right. We are standing here live on the construction site of the new Art Center as we work feverishly to get ready for our May opening. So right now we are standing here in the main hall, which seats 440 seats. This is one of 3 performance spaces, which includes the outdoor performance area in the Grove and the Black Box Theater, which has 196 seats. It will be the new home for Theater Coppell, as well as the home for 4 other resident companies, including Coppell Creatives, our visual art wing, who will display out in the gallery lobby. We also have other spaces, including the reception hall, a multi-purpose community space for meetings, lunches, and banquets, as well as a VIP lounge, and then the VeriDesk studio classroom space. So this will be a home for all local artists, but in addition to that, many of you may not know, we will be a presenting house, which means we are buying entertainment internationally across the country, and we will bring them here, from small Broadway shows, off-Broadway, touring theatricals, speaker series, a little bit of something for everybody. And there will be memberships and season subscriber packages that you can have. So make sure that you come and see us this May when we open up. Come see a show, come see a visual art exhibition in the gallery lobby, and just enjoy this space that was built for you.
Look at all of our new construction. Businesses love Coppell because of our location and our economic climate. The vibrant commercial presence is vital to our tax base, and we continue to look for ways to attract businesses and jobs to Coppell.
Thank you, Mayor. As you can see behind me, 2019 was an exciting year for new construction and new businesses. We also introduced new ideas to partner with our existing businesses in 2019. We introduced a new workforce transit program. This is an exciting partnership between the City of Coppell, Denton County Transportation Authority, and Lyft. This year-long test program is free of charge to employers as long as they register with the City of Coppell to participate. Employees can ride for a reduced rate from designated transit stops to their place of employment within the city limits of Coppell. We also hosted our first virtual job fair in 2019. This was an online platform for job seekers to be matched with employers in the City of Coppell. It was free of charge for employers, and it was such a successful event that we plan to do more in the future. 2019 was a great year. In 2020, we look forward to finding innovative ways to support our existing businesses and to attract new ones.
With all the positive growth, both businesses and residents alike benefited from Coppell's excellent credit rating, sound financial practices, and achievements.
Thank you, Mayor, and I'm excited to report that we continue to receive our AAA bond rating from Moody's and Standard & Poor's. And what that means is that we will pay the lowest possible interest rate on any of the money that we borrow. And again, I'm excited to report that we have received for the 30th year our Certificate of Achievement in Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada, and also we received the Budget Award for our 10th year. Speaking of budget, here's Casey to walk you through the 2020 fiscal year budget.
Welcome to one of our strategy rooms here in the City of Coppell, where we go through the budget line by line so that we make sure everything that needs to be included is present. For fiscal year 2020, we adopted a budget of $134 million, which is about a 2% increase over last year's adopted budget. This budget does include staffing at the 4th Fire Station, which includes 16 firefighters, as well as personnel over at the new Arts Center. In addition to infrastructure maintenance projects you'll see around town, we're also in phase 2 of our software platform implementation. Phase 1, which was the financials, went live during fiscal year 2019, and the 2020 budget is the first that we've crafted using that software. Going forward, we'll be able to utilize this software to record more transactional details so that we can better budget and make sure that our financial planning processes are on point for you as our citizens, and to include everything that you need.
We are now over Wagon Wheel Park. See that wooded area over there? That is going to be the home of our new Fire Station number 4. Here is Chief Richardson to tell us more about what the fire department has accomplished in 2019.
That's exactly right, Mayor Hunt. The fire department has been planning for the last several years to accommodate all the growth that the city has been experiencing. The addition of Fire Station 4 will definitely help maintain our public safety and our ISO Class 1 rating, which will guarantee the city's lowest insurance rates on their properties. The facility will be located on the west side of town and primarily serve the industrial district. I'm also extremely proud to be able to tell you that we have recertified our Texas Fire Chiefs Association's accreditation, which is called the Best Practice Program. What that does, it ensures that the fire department is functioning at the highest and most efficient level. We invite outside agencies to come in and to review all of the 110 competencies to make sure that we're meeting and exceeding those standards. And so it's very humbling for me as the fire chief to know that we're providing that level of service to our community. And we were the second agency in the entire state of Texas to go through the recertification process this year. This year, we also were the recipients of the Heart Safe Community Award. And what that means is that the outside agencies have developed these standards where they come into our community and determine that if somebody's going to have a cardiac emergency, that they meet these objectives that will put them in the best possible place to have that medical emergency. And last year, we are awarded a Heart Safe Community, which means that our citizens, our business community, and our visitors, in the event that they have a cardiac event or another medical emergency, that we have all the tools in place to provide a high level of service. This year, the fire department and the city of Coppell are extremely excited to offer a very innovative program. It's called Pulse Point. And what it does is it bridges technology with first responders, which means that you have an opportunity, if you're a CPR trained, to download an app that will alert you of a cardiac arrest that may be going on within your vicinity. And the idea would be to initiate CPR prior to the first responders and the paramedics arriving. And statistics show that communities that have implemented this program have a much higher success rate for cardiac arrest victims. So we're extremely excited to roll that out this year to our community and hope everybody participates. And they had another great year at Life Safety Park, so here to tell you more about that is Gina Lentieri.
Thank you, Chief Richardson. You're right, it's been a busy and exciting year at Life Safety Park. Just this year, we welcomed over 9,000 visitors, which brings our total to over 24,000 since we opened in 2017. We continue to work with the school district. Students came out this year to learn safety lessons based on their age and grade. Then they were given the opportunity to practice those skills out on Safety Town. We also offer classes from toddlers through senior citizens, and we continue to expand those classes and offerings to all kinds of businesses, organizations, and other groups throughout the city. We look forward to 2020, where we will continue to expand our classes and offer new classes to help improve the lives of our citizens, the school district, the community, and many other organizations throughout Coppell.
As we move along, we see the Coppell Police Department monitoring our streets and property to keep us safe. Just as important, our police department has an excellent rapport with our citizens. Chief Danny Barton explains.
So you're absolutely right, Mayor. The Coppell Police Department, we come in every day and we do it for the citizens. And building rapport with the citizens is probably the most important thing that you can do, because communities keep communities safe. It's not just the police that keep a community safe, it's both together. And our officers understand that, our community understands that. And you see that at events like Coffee with Cops, where lots and lots of people come and just interact with us, and the officers love it. And National Night Out, this past year, first in the state of Texas in cities our size and fourth in the nation. We had over 80 block parties that night, and that is a testament to the community being invested in the safety of its own community. And when they trust the police and the police trust the community, you have a safe city. And that's what we do at the Coppell Police Department every day. So we've had a great year in Coppell, and next year we're looking forward to even more community engagement. We have a lot of ideas on the line. All of them involve the community. We will continue to do Coffee with Cops, National Night Out, and all of the staples that have brought us to where we are today. But the city of Coppell is a growing city. The diversity is starting to change. policing is changing in the nation, and the city of Coppell wants to lead the way in the way policing should be done and how those partnerships with the community should be done. And I think we will be the model of a safe city in the future.
As we head back to Town Center, we're passing over the Cosby Library. Our library has introduced new programs in 2019 that celebrate learning and our community diversity.
Thank you, Mayor. That's correct. As you know, one of the things that we really work hard to do here at the library is to make sure that we're representing and reflecting the community that we serve. And to that end, we continue to involve residents and community members, not only in putting on the programs and events that we have here at the library, but in developing new ones as well. We've been working with a group of community members to build our Meet Your Neighbors series, which, as you know, debuted last January, and we're extending it into a full-blown series into 2020, with the whole intent of giving residents and community members an opportunity to hear firsthand what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. This is true not only of our programs, but also of our collection as well. We've been working through the fall to build plans for a dedicated collection of materials in languages other than English, since there is such a wide variety of languages spoken in our community. And through the fall, we were working on gathering input from the community on what languages and what types of materials would be represented in that collection. And we're hoping to debut it sometime this spring or early summer. And lastly, we're getting ready to bring back our picture book contest, which last year saw 60 kids from across the community come together to write and design their own picture books. And the winners of the contest that were selected got to have copies of their book produced, added to the library collection, and showcased in our storybook walk at Town Center Plaza. So we're looking forward to bringing that back, and we're also looking forward to continuing to grow and develop our array of programs and services here at the Cosby Library as we work on our next strategic plan through 2020.
What a treat to see the city from the air. As you can see, we are in a very great place at the end of 2019, and we are well poised for 2020. I'm going to turn it over to Mike to talk more about the future. Mike, it's yours.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Hi, I'm Mike Land, City Manager for the City of Coppell. We are so excited and so fortunate to be in this community, and we're so looking forward to 2020. In 2019, we had very many positive things happen in our community, and with the diversity and the vibrancy of our community, one of the things that we really are concentrating on is a program called Allies in Community. It's a program that fosters relationships, builds relationships, and lets our neighbors know each other very, very well.
Thank you, Mike. We did have such a successful year with the Allies in Community. We had a lot of great firsts, including graduating the first Allies in Community cohort in 2019. We really saw the impacts of bringing this cohort together and them viewing the city as a true partner. They were better able to understand how they could approach and interact with different members of the community with diverse backgrounds. Going into 2019 with our second cohort, we really saw that a lot of them were referred from cohort 1, and so that really let us know that the impact of our program is growing through the community, being able to see how our second cohort was built. And so just moving forward with the expectations of the program, we want to continue to build upon our mission of building relationships through common ground, fostering a deep sense of belonging, and enhancing residents' engagement. Moving into 2020 with the Allies in Community, we're really looking for ways to scale and grow our program to enhance our influence in the community.
Amazingly, we've entered into a new decade. 2020 brings with it the United States Census. And with the census, it's an opportunity for us to record that you're here in our community. It's vitally important that you fill out the census information that you will receive through online notification or through the mail. Spend time with that, because as a result of your work, our federal tax dollars, your federal tax dollars, can be returned to our community and to the region. As we bridge into the future, one of the things that's really great about Coppell is about its long-term vision for the community. This past year in 2019, the community came together and adopted through the City Council a 2040 plan. And in that vision, there are 7 pillars. And those pillars lay out the vision that we have for the community going forward. The really unique thing about this plan, which is different than 2030, which guided us over the last 10 years, is that this plan is much more aspirational. It's about building relationships, connecting people, having our community grow together as one, even more so than it is today. So we're real excited about the implementation of 2040 and look forward to engaging the community more and more as we move forward into the future. You know, one of the things about 2019, everybody talks about the excitement and the phenomenal activities that we've had, but 2019 was a great year because we all came together, we built relationships, we came together as a community, working towards making this a better community. And in 2020, we're committed to continuing that legacy. As we bridge the future from 2030 to 2040, as we bridge our diverse and vibrant community together, we're so looking forward to continuing our commitment of service to you. We have high aspirations as a community. We have multiple dreams that we'd like to come true. And in 2020, our work together is going to make that happen. So Mayor, thank you for the opportunity to tell our story, and I look forward to riding in the helicopter with you next year.